Hello, my fellow cruisers. Welcome back to the channel. And I know it's been a while. Y'all have been hitting the high seas without me, but that's all right. Well, I need to take some time. But let's get back on track and let's pull some things from the past so we get in order. Make sure we get it right and tight. So, what we're going to cover today is a shore excursion you would probably not expect me to want to do. And I did it not only once, but I've done it twice. And I enjoyed every moment of it. And I'll do it again. Well, I need you to grab your bubbles and sit your biscuits down because we are cruising today. All right, guys. So, of all things, I did parasailing. All right? I know, wild. Just wild. But I enjoyed every moment of it, and it was my favorite. So, my first cruise was in 2019, and I was on the NCL Breakaway. I actually rode the Breakaway twice. But this was my first time cruising, and I signed up for everything under the sun I possibly could do. Because, when you're on your first cruise, you're like, everything's shiny, everything's big, everything's new. I want to do it all. Yeah. So parasailing, in my mind, was not a weight limit restricted object to do. And, I'm kind of fluffy. Don't know if you knew. But yeah, I'm of the fluffy nation. So it still didn't, register that there could be a weight requirement for this one. Because I'm like, y'all can just flip me up in the air. Just take me with you. That's as close as I'm going to get to heaven. Because I actually signed up for parasailing, and it was a different type of experience that I will never forget. So, 2019 on the NCL Breakaway. That is the Breakaway. See the time, date, and stamp right there, folks? Then, so we went to, 6 different stops because this was an 11-day cruise. I want to say we went to Jamaica because this was the one where we did Bob Marley's 9-mile, 8-mile. And then we also did, Belize. Yeah. Okay, so we did Belize City. So that's 2. Then we did Cayman Islands. I so couldn't think about the Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands, I did like a dolphin excursion. Yeah. That is one that, it seems cool and looks pretty and everything, but as much as you pay, you did not get the experience you thought. But the Bob Marley was fantastic. I'm going to do a whole new video on that because that was great. So many rumors about that, y'all. But anyway, we had 6 stops at 6 different countries, and it was great. So I did parasailing, and this was on the NCL island, their private island. This is the first time ever experiencing that there's such a thing as a private island, so I just tried to do as much as I could. So this was the map of all the places that we actually stopped at. And then, that's me, because there's nothing like a in the sky picture. I'm so happy. So, this video is the people before me that went up. So, this was watching them go. For YouTube purposes, I'm going to keep it muted. It was a very windy day, and how we got here. Yeah, I need to talk about how we got here. So, what happened was when you disembark off of the ship, you ended up going onto the private island. You had your shore excursion, you have your ticket, and you're supposed to go line up. So I had to go find my spot where I can go on the parasailing because they treat private islands actually differently than if you would do a regular shore excursion at a different country per se. So you don't have as much back and forth time to get to where you need to go when it's like a private island because like everything's on the island. So in this situation, there was just like a little booth and they said, "Okay, are you here to sail?" I said, "Yeah." So still keep in mind, I know I booked the thing. I know it had a rate requirement, but at the time, I didn't think about the rate requirement. I still booked it. And I want to say the reason why I didn't really focus too much on it is because I knew I was going to be riding tandem with somebody. So if you are plus size, tandem means two. So the bar up there, supposedly the restriction is like 500 pounds. Me plus, somebody else shouldn't equal no 500 pounds. Um, so that's why I didn't really worry too much about it. But at first I was really hoping I could just ride by myself, but they really, really, really wanted to pair me up with somebody else. That's where it got uncomfortable because if you are plus size and you know what your weight is, which they do have a scale, they do not require you to stand on the scale, despite, why you give me a weight limit, then you don't tell me to jump on the scale. Whatever. So all that happened. So we got to watch everybody else go one by one. I was really hoping I'd be by myself, but that's okay. The guy was cool I rode with. So this is when we are now about to leave and okay. I know the video's kind of shaky right here. I'm trying to get situated. This is my first time recording, and I'm like, I don't want to lose my camera. I want this experience. Because I was told we are about to go 500 feet in the air and lift off. So, yeah, it's a lot of movement because you're just getting yanked by the wind the whole way up. And I'm like, ooh, am I going to die? Is this how I die? Is this what I put on my grave? How I died by parasailing? And now, seriously, at this point, I'm just looking around like, okay, everything's so cool. We're still going up, right? Okay, everything's so cool. I'm not a chicken for certain things. I'm not scared of a lot of things. I actually like roller coasters. Heights don't bother me and everything. But when I tell you, this man, he was panicking and I was trying to keep calm. I'm over here thinking about my weight, and he's over here thinking about, are we going to run into sharks? So we got two problems right here. You worried about the wrong thing, okay? If it's a shark, he's not going to be like, ooh, chomp, chomp, skinny meat. He's going to be like, ooh, chomp, chomp, fluffy meat. Like, look, it's a seal. Because I'm kind of darker. But, yeah, we both had, a whole different focus on it. But when I tell you, once we hit up to, like, the 200 mark, we didn't hear nothing but each other. That's where it was real interesting. So I'm going to see if I can play a little bit of the sound for that. The point where there was really nothing but wind, though. And all of a sudden, no wind. Hi guys, it's me again, Bubbles and Biscuits, the Amazon affiliate. Woo! Okay, so every cruise I go on, this is another item I've purchased, I believe in, and I constantly wear. So you'll see me wearing them all the time, on the deck, off the boat. It's these water shoes. They are the most amazing water shoes. So flexible. You can put them in your beach bag, in your like pockets. If you got some big pockets, it will also work. I've not had a blowout with these shoes, folks. Not once. They come with the little insert in them, so you can remove the insert. You can wash it and everything like that as well. But so flexible, so nice, so comfortable. You do not end up with the sunburn on your feet because of these. And they come in various colors and sizes, men and women. So it's no discrimination, just like the rest of them. I have these. I have these. I have these. I mean, I have a variety of this version of shoe, okay? I enjoy wearing these, especially when it's on the top deck where there could be water anywhere. I can wear these inside of the hot tubs, never have an issue with it. I don't slide on the deck. I don't have any problems of slippage, which is great. Feel free to go ahead and check out the link below of this video. You can get you a pair too, because I mean, honestly, going to any destination that involves water, the one thing you don't want is wet feet. You actually have a shoe that dries off pretty quick because it's so thin. The material is not heavy, it's light, it's nice. Plus, so fashionable. Get you a pair, all right? Bye, y'all. We made it safely. I'm still alive. It's 2019. This is 2025. Hey. But yeah, I made it alive. Everything was good. It was gravy. When we were up there, didn't see no sharks. All the water was really the same color, so you couldn't really see like dark spots in the water at the moment. It really depends on where the sun is when you guys go up. But in this instant, didn't see anything but the boats and saw how big the Breakaway was from a distance. Like, the Breakaway, you gotta totally like look up the history of the Breakaway on like YouTube. It's like shipbuilders, I want to say, and I want to say it may have been like a Discovery Channel video, but they built the Breakaway really quickly, and at its time it was the greatest and the biggest and the best cruise. The Breakaway is still a hip cruise, and for its size, when you take that thing out of New Orleans, you are not disappointed. There is a lot on that ship. I just love the Brazilian restaurant. I will talk about that in another one, but you can see where my mind goes. It's right to the food. They got great food. NCL always has great food. And you don't have to pay no exuberant costs like Royal. Yes, I did. I went ahead. I made the jab to Royal. Moving on. Heart you. Okay, so we made it back alive, no issues. Didn't hear anything up at 500 foot. It was just like dead silence. It was kind of weird. It's like you're at a moment of thinking, are you in heaven? Purgatory? Where are we? Am I in the clouds? There's no clouds. It's not raining. Is it raining? Something? Like, you have a lot of questions going on. And then you kind of like sit there and you're like, okay, I've seen everything. Kind of bored. Bring me down, Jeeves! You know? So, at this point, we finally got back. So, I'm going to show you what it looks like when they go ahead and like try to bring down the parasail itself. So, that's what we're going to check out right here. So they have to do it a specific way, because if they don't, that thing will literally just whoop, take off. So he had to stop the boat, and then from here, they gotta like literally drag it down, hold it down so the air stops blowing in it, and then catch it and then push it down. So these two were pretty on top of the game, and it was interesting. They actually did let us dip our feet. The ladies before us did not want to dip their feet because they're like, no, not the sharks. And I'm over here like, I ain't scared of no shark. I'm scared of more people than the sharks. Like, the shark takes me, go ahead, sir. like, you know how many people on that ship? That can be crazy. Or that can be great. But yeah, this is how they go ahead and bring in the parasail. They don't really put it in a bag. They just like try to flatten it as quick as they can so it doesn't pick up any more air. They try to not get it wet as well. And that's really the process of bringing us back down and bringing it back in. So, in this instance, it was very fun. As I said, I would 100% do it again. I did do it again. And I don't know where I want to do it again at, because this would be twice in the Bahamas. I would not do parasailing close to shore. Definitely parasailing is over a lot of ocean water situation for me. Because you still got to think, if anything happens and you fall, because I know y'all have seen the videos, I've seen the videos of things going wrong with parasailing, skydiving, things in the air. You got to consider where you're going to land. And this was not a place that had a lot of rocks. This was a place that actually had pretty deep seas, which was great. And I didn't have to think about it too much. So this is just me showing y'all what my first excursion was as a plus size lady, and the fact that we ain't scared. Okay, I really wasn't scared. I was just like, well, if I'm too fluffy, I'm too fluffy, but I'm gonna go ride it though. This is as close as I can get up to the north and not have to get me a spaceship because I can't afford a SpaceX. I'm gonna take it. But yeah, I can't wait to do it again next time. I would like to do it not as a tandem. No offense to the guy. No offense. No, none whatsoever. But I would like to be by myself. Because it's nice. You can get lost in your thoughts up there. But anyways, I appreciate y'all taking this time to watch my video and listen to me ramble of my excitement on my first cruise. But yeah, hey, check out some of my other videos, and I got a lot coming up because I want to cover all of my cruises and things I've done. I'm at the point where I don't really even do shore excursions that much unless I'm going to a new area. So I've done a lot, y'all. I've done a lot. At this point, I've been on 17 cruises. So that means a lot of videos. Now, I can't say I'm going to go ahead and do like a bunch of walkthrough videos because you can see those just fine. I might do a brief walkthrough here and there. So we'll talk about all the cruise ships I've been on and what do I think. Appreciate your time. Thank y'all. Bye.